Hello, welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new. If you're new, it means so much if you click that subscribe button to join my YouTube family. I'm wanting to make this video for a while because let's be honest, this world has changed so much. Everything has just become so expensive. Prices have skyrocketed, especially within the past few years. I currently live in Toronto, Canada, and the prices have been seeming to be out of control when it comes from anything from food to prices of housing and rent, as well as gas prices, even prices for household items or hygiene products, or even also services now like getting your hair done and all of that, because everything has just gone up so much in price that I wanted to film a whole video and talk about ways that you could save money fast, save an extra $10,000 or even more. I did go ahead and write out a bunch of ways that I have used in order to save extra money and ways that you can cut costs here and there. So I have everything listed in 9 different ways or 9 different topics, and I'm hoping it will be useful for you guys. If you like these kind of videos on how to save money, I've done some in the past, but I thought I would do an updated one. Thumbs up this video, share it. It really helps me out. Let's just jump right into it. The first thing is to find ways and spend less on your must-haves. So these are things that you need on a monthly basis, kind of more essentials and not necessarily wants. And these could be anything from electricity to housing bills to even little products here and there that you need to keep up with yourself. You want to make sure that you set a target of how much you want to spend and you really stick to it. Finding ways where you can save a few dollars here and there when it comes to these monthly things that you're going to need. And that leads me to number 2, which I'm going to go more into detail, and that is lowering your monthly bills. So that means things like your insurance, your internet or cable bill, or even if you have a gym membership and you pay for that on a monthly basis. Things that I actually did is shopping around for different insurances. Over the years, I've been able to get my insurance down a substantial amount, and that really helps with my monthly bills, as well as I've been able to get better deals when it comes to internet and cable, and that really does start to add up. I used to pay for a gym membership for years. I actually stopped paying, I think for 2 years now. I am lucky and fortunate enough that I was able to make my own gym in the basement. It's still a work in progress, but I've been working out there, and that saved me and my husband a ton of money because we were paying at the time, I believe it was $40 a month. So we were paying $80 together a month at the gym. That already is $960 a year for the two of us together. So we've been saving on that the last couple of years from working out downstairs. If you don't necessarily have the space or want to work out downstairs or a room in your house or where you're living, you can definitely shop around when it comes to gym memberships, because there's certain gym memberships that are more money than others. Whenever I have that extra money or I save a little bit here and there, I like to think that money doesn't exist and automatically just put that money into savings, since you already were gonna use it anyways for bills and you don't really need that extra money to survive. You can always just put that money to your savings. And that leads me to number 3, which is get cash back wherever you can. So I'm gonna list you the 2 main things that I use for cash back. The first thing is when I am ordering anything online, I use the site Rakuten. I'm not being sponsored, but I will link down below my referral link, because I believe if you sign up with my link, you will get $40. So you'll get money back by signing up with my link. So I'll have that link down below for you guys. But anytime I buy anything online, I use that site. Still furnishing my house. I've moved into here at the end of 2020, and it's been a long time to furnish because prices of furniture is so expensive, and I didn't want to just buy everything at once. That was just really overwhelming, and I like to once again budget, take my time with it. And we just recently bought more furniture for our dining room, and I used Rakuten. I actually bought off Wayfair, and by using Rakuten, I saved on something I already was gonna buy anyway. So you get money back, and then that money either gets transferred to your PayPal or they will give you a check, I think quarterly. They have hundreds upon hundreds of stores. Even if you're gonna buy, let's say, makeup, clothing, anything that you're going to order online, most likely they have this site, and they're always having cashback deals, and sometimes they'll have double cashback. So it's really good to just keep up with that. They also do give you coupon codes on there. Like they tell you what the deals are going on there, and it's a really great site to use. Like I said, I will have my Rakuten link down below, so make sure you guys do sign up with it so that you can get your, I believe it's $40. They go back and forth. Sometimes it's 30, depends really what the deal is at the time. And then another thing I like to use when I'm actually out and about buying things, whether it's groceries, I'm paying for gas, or I'm ordering food out, which I try to do not as often, but if I'm going to, I like to have a credit card that is going to give me like points and cash back. I actually have an American Express card, and my American Express card, the way it works is that every time I buy something, so my gas, I get 3 times the points for gas. I pay like $100 in gas, I get 300 points. It really adds up, especially when you're constantly having to buy groceries every month, you're having to pay for gas every month, and just other things here and there. And there's so many perks you get with that. You can just get cash that's added onto your bill after you reach a certain amount of points. You can even get gift cards for groceries, for restaurants. It's also really great for getting money off any vacations or travel that you do. I booked my honeymoon. My husband and I were able to get free flights to Greece by just using the points. You're already gonna have a credit card anyways, use it to your advantage. So those are the 2 ways that I really like to utilize cashback and just get the most out of my money. Number 4 is to sell your unwanted belongings. What I personally have been doing for years now, and I use the app Poshmark. I also do have a referral code. If you use my code NICOLETTAXO to sign up with the app, if you're Canadian, you'll get 15. If you're American, you get $10. Just by signing up to the app and using NICOLETTAXO, you'll get free credit to your account. You can sell fashion, accessories, home decor. There's just so many things. I've been able to make thousands of dollars on Poshmark. I've actually done quite a few videos about Poshmark and sharing with you guys tips and tricks on how to make money on Poshmark. So I will link some videos above and down below for you guys. But Poshmark's a really great place to sell your unwanted belongings, even especially if you have kids and they grow out of clothes and you don't want to just get rid of those and you want to make a little bit extra cash. I definitely recommend that. And that leads me to number 5, which is to shop cheaper. And like we were speaking of Poshmark, I also use Poshmark to shop cheaper. You could buy things secondhand, or you can even buy things on Poshmark that are completely brand new, but you'll just get a better deal. So like I said, sign up with my code NICOLETTAXO. That will give you free money so that when you buy something on Poshmark, you will already get like $10. It's always great to just try and get some sort of discount and save money wherever you can. You could shop cheaper by just really looking around. Everyday household items, whether it's toilet paper or paper towels, or laundry detergent, or like foods, they vary in price from store to store if you really just look into it, or if you look around for discounts and coupons. You could really save a lot of money by just kind of doing your research to find where the best deal is. I know for myself personally, I do shop a lot at Costco. Costco is definitely a benefit for certain things. I believe for like household items, you're gonna get bulk, and these things you can stock up and they don't go bad, like toilet paper, paper towel, laundry detergent, dishwasher pods. I love buying those things at Costco. Or I do like to also get certain things at the dollar store. You could buy like pantry things at the dollar store. A lot of things were on lockdown because I moved in during the pandemic, and I actually bought like bowls and cups from the dollar store. It's been almost 4 years now and they have lasted. They're holding up, and I spent like nothing for them. Just shopping around and finding the best deals, and overall, if you keep doing this, you will save hundreds of dollars per month and even thousands of dollars per year. Number 6 is reuse and use up what you have. I definitely fell in the trap of like overconsumption, and I would have things like multiple perfumes, so much makeup that I would just never go through and buy another one. So many colors of nail polish. Like I had a lot of feminine products that I just had way too much of. Started to make a conscious effort to use up a product completely and fully before I go out and buy more. So I've used up actually multiple perfume bottles, which I feel like I used to never do. I would just have so many like half empty ones and I would just keep buying more. And I also have been using up a lot of my makeup, and I don't overconsume anymore on makeup and have like 10 different lipsticks anymore, like 15 different eyeshadow palettes. Like I have been trying to use all those up and sticking to just having one of each, because you really need to try to avoid the trap of overconsumption, especially when you're around it in social media. You always feel like you need something. It may make you happy in that moment, and then you realize it was just such a waste of money down the line. Try to just live with what you have and be more minimal, reusing what you do have, using it in different ways. Or for example, now that I'm in my home, just like fashion, there's so many different trends when it comes to interior design and furniture, and you always feel like you need to constantly be switching it up. Just rearranging your room will give you a new, fresh look, and you don't have to go ahead and buy completely different furniture. You're just reusing what you have and not being wasteful. Number 7 is going to be all about food, because food prices have skyrocketed. It is absolutely insane how much food costs nowadays, whether you go grocery shopping or you go out to eat at takeout or a restaurant. It is absolutely out of control, the food prices. Let me know how it is where you guys live. You can go to a grocery store and buy 4 items and it's like over $100. It is insane. So you really wanna make sure you're being mindful when you are food shopping. You wanna, one, create a food shopping list and make sure you stick to that. I find when you don't have a list, you're more likely to go out and buy extra things. It's sad, but a lot of things start to go bad and we end up throwing out a lot of food, and that's just like throwing your money out in the trash. And another thing that's really helped me is freezing your food. If you have extra stuff, try to freeze. Another thing that's really great when it comes to food is really trying to meal prep. I know it can be really enticing to want to always eat out, but food is so expensive. Even if you go to your average takeout that used to be just a few dollars, it's crazy how much food prices have gone up, and it's way more affordable to take a time every single week, whether it's a Sunday or on the weekend, and meal prep and trying to eat more home cooked meals. If you add up how much you're spending on food by eating out at restaurants and eating out at takeout, if you're one that does that a lot, if you just eat at home more, you can save hundreds of dollars and thousands upon thousands of dollars every single year. So food is a huge one because it's gone up so much in price, to really try to see where you can cut back when it comes to that. And like I said, also make sure when it comes to food that you are shopping around, because in different grocery stores, there's always a variety in pricing. That leads me to number 8. If you ask my husband, I do this a lot, and that is to overestimate as opposed to underestimate. My husband always underestimates, and I'm an overestimator, and I just feel like that is so much better to do than underestimating, because when you underestimate, you always go over what you think you're gonna spend. So by overestimating, it's always better to prepare yourself. I've been doing this for years, and I just find this works the best, and I always end up having extra money, and I automatically put that into the savings. Out of sight, out of mind. And that leads me to number 9, which is earning more will help you save more, of course. So I just went over a bunch of tips when it comes to things that you can cut out or how you can save on the money that you're already making. But of course, if you want to save more money quicker and faster, is to earn more. And you could do this in so many different ways, like working overtime. If you can pick up overtime hours, you already are accommodated to living with the income that you have. So anything you do make extra, just put that away in your savings and you will thank yourself. Or another thing that you can do is trying to go for that promotion so that you do get a pay increase, because of course, the more money you make a year, the more you're able to save. And if you're living kind of under your means, you'll always have a little bit more that you're making monthly, and you can always put that money to your savings. A good old thing that I've always been really into is finding a side hustle. And I've done so many videos on different side hustles that you can try to do, which I will link that video down below, or anything I do mention. But just picking up a hobby and trying to profit off that hobby. You want to do content creation and make money online. Or you can even just do things like delivery services, you do taxi services. You can always pick up an extra job like that, or do like night shifts, and anything that you make extra, it's always great to put that money aside, and that's gonna help you just be able to save money a lot quicker, because your salary is gonna be a lot more yearly, so it's gonna be obviously a lot faster for you to save that money. Even if you make more money one month compared to another month, make sure you put that right away into saving. Something I like to always live by is living below your means as opposed to over your means. Those are all the ways to save money fast, especially in 2024 with the prices just being so out of control. Horrible the way it is, because if things go up in the economy, you think, think that automatically jobs salaries should increase, but that is just not the case, unfortunately. And unfortunately, we have to try to do anything and everything that we can to be able to maximize the money that we're making and be able to save as much as we can, because it's always important to have a savings and to plan for your future, because you don't know what's going to come at you in life and you don't know when you're going to need it. These are definitely all tips I have been doing for years. Hope it was useful. Thumbs it up if it was. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, of course. Like I said, I will have everything linked down below, as well as the Rakuten link and my Poshmark code. I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.